a paid partnership with Freeform for their brand new show Siren, which is premiering on Thursday, March 29th at 8 p.m. Rin is one of the most beautiful character designs. When I first saw her image, I was like, yup, I want to be that. And here we are. The show has an eerie, thrilling type vibe to it. I just can't get over these shots. They're so beautiful. Look how unbelievably gorgeous. You thought she was a harmless mermaid. Haha, you were fooled. Yes. 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 I love it. I mean, can you imagine swimming through the water like that? You don't mess around. So beautiful, yet terrifying. And that's what I love. That's me. What better way to spend International Mermaid Day than being a terrifying, beautiful, scary siren? I want my hands in every single shot. Look how cool they look. I wonder how Rin feels having hands like this all the time. Well, no, maybe she has hands like this all the time. Maybe not. I don't know. Guess you have to find out. If you enjoyed this video, please do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I will put all the information for the show in the description below. I'm starting off by applying foundation. This is completely optional. I just like to have a base for my body paint. Using a light blue body paint, I'm then applying that to my face, my chest, and my neck. Does not matter what order you do it in, as long as you're blue. Also, don't forget your ears. Using a very dark gray body paint, while the light blue is still a little bit wet, I'm then blending that from my arm in towards my chest. As each layer of paint dries, you're going to add a little more gray and a little more gray, until you're happy with the outermost part of your body being darkest. Now, because I thought the center of my chest was getting a little too dark, I then took a sponge and went back to that light blue body paint and applied that to my chest. This is the same texture that we're going to be using later on for underneath the scales. Using black body paint, I'm then going back and outlining the outermost part of my body, as well as dragging it a little bit onto my chest and on the sides of my neck. For the base of all these colors, you don't have to worry about anything really truly being blended. Back to the sponge that we used a couple seconds ago, I'm then dipping it in our original gray body paint. Now, because Rin is more gray than she is blue, I added quite a bit of gray back into this look. I also went back into my light blue body paint to add more lightness to the center of my chest. For the face, even though the siren is very eerie and very fierce, we still want to keep the face very beautiful. I'm very lightly blending light gray into the outermost part of my face and making my ears more of a darker black, which of course will mix with our light blue that we've already laid down, giving us a nice, very dark gray. Going back to the light blue body paint and the sponge, I'm adding that all over my face. For my eyes, I first laid down some eye primer. I then applied white eyeshadow all over my eye. And since I had it out, I also kind of added it as a little bit of a highlight to my nose. I'm then going back in using a silvery, very, very light blue eyeshadow and blending that around my eye. For my crease, I first added a medium gray, then moving on to a darker gray for my lid, and also carried this darker gray underneath my eye as well. Because I wanted to keep my lids very dark and black, I first added black eyeliner and then went over that using black eyeshadow. Go ahead and line your eyes, smudging out your bottom eyeliner, and add mascara. To continue to add texture underneath where the nice silver scales are going to go, I went back in and added dots of all of the colors we have used thus far. This includes gray and light blue on my body and light blue on my face. I also went back in with black and added some depth around my collarbones, around the outer part of my body, and up the sides of my neck. To darken up my face a little and give myself some nice, siren-y contour, I went back in using black eyeshadow and just blended that out. Siren pro tip, make sure you do not add a yellow toned highlighter to your face because it won't look right against these colors. Try to stick with more of a silvery blue type highlighter, and we're just gonna basically add that everywhere, anywhere the light would hit. We want to look like we just came out of the water. Now you can get this mesh at almost any fabric store. It's super simple and will give you awesome looking scales. Lightly dip your sponge in a silver body paint and just tap right over it. If you feel the need to darken anything up, you can go back in using black eyeshadow. Because I wanted some glittery sequins on my face, I first laid down some prosade and then stuck the pieces of glitter to my face and my body. I really didn't have any rhyme or reason of where I wanted to put these, just particularly where I thought I would like to have them. I then blended some black body paint into my hairline, knowing that I was going to be spraying it black using black hairspray. Spray your hair black using said black hairspray. Now of course we don't want human hands, we want cool siren hands. First start off by tracing your hand. I'm doing this on a piece of wax paper, also make sure that you spread your fingers far enough apart. I'm then using a lot of layers of liquid latex. If you're going to be doing this step, please do a patch test and make sure that you are not allergic to latex before trying to do the webbing. Make sure that each layer in between is completely dry before applying the next layer. The more layers you add, the more you'll be able to feel that it is getting thicker, and you will also be able to visibly see that it is getting thicker. Once you feel like you have enough layers, and then taking a Sharpie and just dotting in exactly where I'm going to cut the webbing. Before doing anything else, it's very important that you use either translucent powder or baby powder to powder your webbing. Latex will stick to itself, so if you don't powder it before peeling it off, there's a big possibility you can ruin it. You can then very carefully peel off your webbing. Take your time with this, do not rush it because you don't want to tear it. As well as you're peeling it, continue to powder. Powder and peel, powder and peel. Once you have it completely peeled off and both sides completely powdered, did I mention that you have to powder this yet? You will then have your webbing! To paint the webbing, I'm using alcohol-based paints, and I'm first laying down a layer of gray as well as vein blue, a little bit of coral, and back to more grays. If any part of it happens to be too large for your hand, you can also trim off the excess. Go ahead and paint your hand and your arm like the rest of your body, and your hand should fit perfectly. You can then apply quite a bit of prosade to your hand and stick your hand to your new webbing. Because I wanted to add just a little more shading, I went in with a cream color black and added it in between my fingers, also getting it directly on the webbing. And of course, you cannot be an eerie powerful siren without having eerie powerful long nails. Thank you once again so much to Freeform for the paid promotion of this video, and if you guys would like to check out Siren, it's being premiered on Thursday, March 29th at 8 p.m. Let me know in the comments below what you guys thought of this look and what you guys think of the show.